who played a prominent role in last year's pro-Palestinian protests at New York's Columbia University. That's according to a statement released by the Student Workers Labor Union.
I was not part of this encampment. I did not sleep in the encampment.
Now, he graduated in December but still lives in the neighborhood. He was arrested at his home, according to his attorney, who says agents claim to be following a State Department order.
I woke up today to a surprise that the university has suspended me, although I had received assurances that I wouldn't face any disciplinary measure for my efforts.
Remember when America used to stand for freedom of speech? Well, Trump's ICE goons just arrested a green card holder for attending a protest. No charges, no warrant. Just grab the guy because he dared to speak out. Over 1 million people have signed a petition demanding Khalil's release. Meanwhile, Trump is out there bragging about how he'll deport anyone who disagrees with him if he wins again. Is this really the America we want to live in? A place where your immigration status can be revoked for expressing an opinion? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Have you ever wondered what occurs when ICE officers determine that the First Amendment is merely a recommendation? Mahmud Khalil's nightmare, however, demonstrates just how frightening Trump's America is at the moment. The deal is this. Mahmud Khalil is not a stranger who entered the nation without permission. He has a fully legal green card and graduated from Columbia University. How did he obtain it? By means of his 8-month pregnant American wife. Republicans always claim that the traditional approach is the right way to immigrate. Apparently, that is no longer relevant. ICE attempted to claim Khalil's student visa had been revoked when they stopped him.
His attorney saying ICE agents wrongfully arrested him, claiming his student visa was revoked even though Mahmud is a legal permanent resident on a green card.
I woke up today to a surprise that the university has suspended me, although I had received assurances that I wouldn't face any disciplinary measure for my efforts.
Khalil has been one of the lead negotiators with school administrators on behalf of the pro-Palestinian student protesters.
Even though he holds a green card, ICE agents came and detained him last night, claiming that his student visa was being revoked. Well, his attorney says he doesn't have a student visa.
The only issue? He actually displayed his green card to them. That would be equivalent to a police officer arresting you despite your legal driver's license because they believe your learner's permit has expired. It is completely nonsensical. But hold on, things get a lot worse. These ICE agents threatened to arrest his very pregnant American wife in addition to ignoring his legal status. A woman preparing to give birth is threatened by what kind of cold-blooded monster? I suppose it's optional to be a real human being with feelings while you're obeying Trump's directives. ICE performed their favorite disappearance act after capturing Khalil.
Agents from President Donald Trump's administration have arrested Palestinian graduate student Mahmud Khalil.
Now, he graduated in December but still lives in the neighborhood. He was arrested at his home, according to his attorney, who says agents claim to be following a State Department order.
Mahmud Khalil's lawyer says ICE agents took him into custody at his apartment near the university over the weekend.
This is not a matter of simply violating university rules. This is a movement, an anti-war movement.
Specifically targeting students at Columbia University for criticism of Israel's assault on Gaza.
Not even his lawyer was able to find out where he was being held. He was first in a New Jersey prison, and then, all of a sudden, he's in Louisiana. Similar to a twisted magic trick, they are erasing constitutional rights rather than drawing a rabbit out of a hat. What dreadful offense did this green card holder commit then? What dreadful circumstance warranted stealing him from his expectant wife? He served as a spokesperson for Columbia University's pro-Palestinian demonstrations. That's all. He exercised the presumptively constitutionally protected right to free speech. Trump and his MAGA friends say they adore that document, but only when it shields someone they dislike. Furthermore, the administration of Orange Turd isn't even making an effort to conceal its actions. In fact, they're boasting that this is only the first of many, literally celebrating constitutional rights violations as if they've won the fascist Super Bowl. The phrase, "Make America Great Again," is being transformed into "Make America a Police State Again" by Trump more quickly than you can say constitutional crisis. This case is causing legal experts to go completely crazy.
Where he's being held, and ICE won't tell her. Mahmud Khalil spoke with ABC News during protests here at Columbia University last year.
who played a prominent role in last year's pro-Palestinian protests at New York's Columbia University. That's according to a statement released by the Student Workers Labor Union.
Shows the randomness and the arbitrary measures that the university is taking against their students.
Confronted with that fact, the ICE agents detained him anyway. The Department of Homeland Security saying in a social media post that it had detained Khalil because he has led activities aligned to Hamas.
The claim that there's no way to arrest him as a green card holder who hasn't been charged with any crimes was even made, calling it a slam dunk breach of rights. But what's one more illegal arrest between pals when you have 34 felony counts against you like Trump? The entire scenario exemplifies Trump's immigration policy. Flout the law, destroy families, and use government organizations as his own personal gang. ICE agents appear to be Donnie Diaper's top students in his dictatorship and training program. Consider the true implications of this. A lawful American citizen was effectively abducted by government operatives for using the same free speech rights that Trump regularly invokes to rant on Truth Social. If it weren't so frightening, the hypocrisy would be amusing.
Our main demand, which is divestment from the Israeli occupation, there's an impasse in
That attorney, Amy Greer, says ICE's arrest and detention of Mahmoud follows the U.S. government's open repression of student activism and political speech. And you're looking at video from those protests. Khalil, who is Palestinian, was a student negotiator when there were tents on campus.
I was not part of this encampment. I did not sleep in the encampment.
And keep in mind that Trump is being charged with crimes in several states at the same time that all of this is taking place. Apparently, Grumpy Trump believes that randomly arresting innocent individuals is the best protection. If your brain is composed of hamburger grease and spray tan, then it makes perfect sense. Look around, people. This is America in 2024, not North Korea or Russia, where voicing your opinions could result in your apprehension by ICE and subsequent removal across state borders. The most perverse aspect of this entire situation? The orange turd himself is drowning in 34 criminal counts, while Trump's henchmen are busy attempting to deport individuals for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Mahmud Khalil spoke with ABC News during protests here at Columbia University last year, and you're looking at video from those protests.
Which added that Khalil was arrested by U.S. Department of Homeland Security agents at his university residence on Saturday.
Khalil, who is Palestinian, was a student negotiator when there were tents on campus. Now, he graduated in December but still lives in the neighborhood.
Bring up the subject of rules for thee, but not for me. The treatment of Khalil is not an isolated instance. ICE has been stifling free speech by targeting students and activists worldwide. Check your pulse if that doesn't make you furious. Do you want to assist? Call your representatives, post this on social media, and sign the petition for Khalil's release. What better way to make America great again than to take away legal citizens for voicing their opinions during a demonstration?